All right, hello, people. Welcome to the stream. Whoop. Before I start everything, everyone can hear me, okay? All right, hello, people. Welcome to the stream. Whoop. Before I start everything, everyone mute that. Okay. You guys can't. Okay. Can you hear the game sound okay? That. Okay. Nope. Guys can't. Okay. How's that? All right. I think I got everything all set. All right. Yes. Yes. Welcome to the Fortnite season. This is gonna be super exciting. So happy May the 4th be with you. It is super exciting. I love the Star Wars franchise. Alright. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Alright. Now, no more shenanigans. Let us get going. Let's get going.
May the force be with you.
Yep. Listen to Obi-Wan. I just take a look at the battle pass. It looks alright. It looks good. So now we get things on the road now. Okay. Alright, we're in the game. May the force be with you. Yep. And now I can't move. Alright. The Death Star will be right there. Look at that! Let's go max medals for the moment. So our only goal is to try to get the dub in this season. I'm trying to get a dub in this season. Okay, is there... Okay.
Hello?
I don't think...
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
There's gunfire over here somewhere. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, this weapon's... This is a much better weapon, to be honest. This is a better weapon. Alright. Alright. This is a shotgun. I don't know how good this sniper rifle is. I think I'm only one lance here, so I got all the loot to myself. This is a much better rifle. And since I'm not worried about sniper ammo, okay, let me check something here. Let me hide around here. Hello? Hey, Dragon Lover, how you doing? Ooh, that seems nice. Okay. Uh, oh, it's not, Star Wars thing. But, hey. Yeah, it's whatever. No. I have like 56 people left. Wait, you can spectate if you want. Hmm. Huh, eliminate someone with this blaster rifle right here. Which is called A280 accessory blaster rifle. On Nintendo Switch, obviously. Oh man. Alright, back to lobby. I was like, I don't know why he did that, to be honest. Alright, let me try something.
Hello?
Alright, can you still hear me or no?
Hello?
No. Okay. That doesn't seem to work. Ooh, that looks nice. Cool. Nice. Nice. Alright. Yeah, which is called known as the Golden Week. Yeah, which is Golden Week. I should have not dropped the sniper because the sniper is so good. Okay. I am basically trying to get my live stream to have like game audio so people can hear what we're doing, not just us talking. Alright, I'm on. This is nice. Alright, we're yep. Uh, the Death Star is right behind us. So alright. I never landed there either, so let's go. Whee! That's fine. Alright. So I think the yeah. Yes. Yeah, the distance base, it's a good guys. Oh look! Imperial Falcon! Yeah, infinite ammo, so we don't need to worry about ammo that much. Uh, alright, Poe. Alright, destroy structures with X-Wings. I don't know where the X-Wings are, to be honest. Probably not. Oh. Oh! Hey, Hope! I think that's Han Solo's weapon. Oh, hey, Jones. Yeah. Oh, I got a player over here. Yeah. Oh my! What is wrong with you? What about the mission? Alright. I already killed him. Yes. Confirm this is a shotgun? Yeah, that's a shotgun. Yeah. Yeah, just checking out weapons. The chest lagged. The chest lagged. But honey, that's a shotgun. That's a shotgun. Everything says blaster onto it. And plus everything is hit scan, so be aware. Yeah, that means they hit much. Most of them are, except for the Pone Trooper Blaster. Yes. Hold on. There's a Sith thing over here. There's a lightsaber over here somewhere. I think we get Sith powers. Where? 29? 30? Oh, got him. Yay! Does it have durability? Does it have durability on it? Oh. Yeah, you came in so soon. No, no. No. I think you. Alright, let's go. Can you do like Sith lightning? Can you do Sith lightning? Alright. Just wait until we counter. Yeah. I don't know. Well, give it to me. Maybe I will probably figure it out. Alright. I'm not gonna take it from you. I'm not gonna take it from you. Yeah. Yeah. This is seem like it, yeah. And I wonder when I get my own. I think so, but I don't know. Yeah, massive shield. I think I can drop it for a sniper rifle, to be honest. My CR2 sniper rifle. Me too. Oh yeah, do not pick up the F2 blaster rifle. I have this ST12 um looks like a from TIE fighter. Oh, I see it. He did. He did. Yeah, I got my own lightsaber now. Because I killed his teammate on the top. No, I don't have that. Oh, because since I. No! Well. I just again. Oh no, did the game crash? Nice. No, that's my subscribers. Yeah, I'm live. Oh no, did the game crash? Alright. Yeah. Where to next? Well, yeah, since I picked up the weapon. Okay.
Order crunchy burger and back. I hereby declare you chicken for life. Every morning you'll wake up to good chicken. Don't forget to thank the Lord. Super lucky.
Wow, okay. Tea. Oh, sure, why not? Yes. Alright, where to next? Okay. Do, 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 do. Look at so many Star Destroyers. Yep, there's a channel update. Yes. We're gonna fight it right in so Death Star is huge. And second one is much bigger. That is the first one. Actually, there's three Death Stars. Yeah. Yeah, the third one is a planet. Yes. Oh, legendary chest. I wonder what I will get. It is. Alright. Jantina! Oh, I already got a blaster. Oh, it's down here. Nice. I think I can drop that with this pistol. Wait, hold on. Actually, yeah, I will keep it. And keep that SMG. here's a. Yeah, I'm carrying in slap splashes. What? It's oh, a thermal detonator. It's a grenade. Yeah, the cave crawler. Droids or sell them. Yeah. Yeah, Star Wars. This is where it's supposed to be where Han Solo parked his Imperial Falcon here. Yeah, where I'm at the moment. What he found? That is not a very accurate weapon. Yeah, the way you hold in that is. Yeah, that is a clone trooper weapon. A stormtrooper weapon, actually. Yeah. Let's. Yes.
Rage toward their former leaders. There were still people in the neighborhood who saw me as the enemy. I could feel it. On the way they started when I drove by.
Alright, let's go.
I went to the store. I still woke up to strangers standing at the edge of my land watching me. The lake was still there, but so were they. And I knew.
I got. I got
This
some.
wasn't over. The sun
I.
was there. It's resignation.
I got slap splashes, which you can heal 4.
Storm. I expected relief, maybe
I
even
guess there's 6 actually.
I felt
No, that is a slap juice. I'm talking about slurp splashes.
Crisis took control. People who had been quiet before, but were now stepping forward, organizing meetings, whispering about restoring order. They weren't as obvious.
So now I'm not worried.
They still wanted my lane, and they weren't. The first sign.
Let's land ever Vader Samurai Substitute after this game.
Violation notice.
And yeah, then let's. Well, because of Darth Vader boss fight.
Nothing wrong with it. I called the county office and asked about the complaint. The woman on the phone hesitated before answering. We received multiple reports about structural issues. From whom? I asked. I can't disclose that. Bullshit. I knew exactly who was behind it. A few days later, I found someone standing at the edge of my property. Not Rick this time. A younger guy.
Alright, where's his teammate?
Looked like he belonged in an office, not skulking around someone's land. He wasn't taking pictures. Just standing there, hands in his pockets, looking at the lake like he was assessing something. I walked out onto the porch. Didn't say anything at first. Just wait. Finally, he turned, gave me this practiced friendly smile. Afternoon, sir.
Where's it we got fired at?
Just admiring you. It's a beautiful lake. Yeah, it is. Silence. He rocked on his heels, a little still smiling. I actually just moved into the neighborhood. Name's Kevin. I'm on the new board. Of course he was. Well, Kevin, I said, this isn't part of the homeowners association. He chuckled like we were sharing some kind of joke. Oh, I know. I just wanted to introduce myself. and maybe talk about finding some kind of compromise. I let that hang in the air for a second. Compromise, I repeated. There's a lot of interest in the lake, he said. People feel like it's always been part of the community. We'd love to find a way to work together. There it was. The same bullshit, just in a nicer package. Not interested, I said. Kevin sighed, rubbing his chin like he'd just heard something disappointing but expected.
I think it's all been looted already.
Some issues with the association before, but that was a different time. Different leadership. We just want to make things right. By taking something that isn't yours, his smile didn't waver. Sure, everyone gets to enjoy what
Yeah. He was trying to jump at us throughout the water and I sniped him.
it's mine. His nose looking out at the water again.
Hard.
You're a stubborn man, huh? I've been called worse. He finally dropped a fake charm, shaking his head. All right, he said. I was hoping we could keep this in. But if you want to keep being difficult, well, I guess we'll have to figure something else out. He turned and started walking away. That sounds like a threat, I called after him. He glanced back, still smiling.
Not.
He said. It's just reality. It's gone. That night, I stayed up late sitting on the porch with my rifle leaned against the armrest, just watching. The lake was still dark and glassy under the moonlight. I could feel it. The way the air felt heavier. The way the woods around my property seems quieter than usual. I had pushed back. I had exposed them. I had won. And yet somehow I knew. This wasn't over. The next morning, I woke up to find something that made my blood run cold. The gate to my driveway was open. I never left it open. Ever. My first thought was maybe I'd forgotten to latch it.
Okay. All healed up.
Someone had been here. I scanned the yard, my gun.
That jug is almost empty.
The shed was still locked. The truck was untouched. The house was fine.
Alright.
When I went down to the lake, I found what they had done. My dock, the one they had tried to get the county to declare unsafe, it was destroyed.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see what loot this guy has if I gets killed everywhere.
I crouched by the shoreline, fists clenched.
Except for gold.
They weren't just trying to take the lake in. Now they wanted to break me. They wanted me to give up. But they had made one big mistake. They had just given me the excuse I needed to burn them to the ground. I spent the next 2 weeks gathering everything I needed. Kevin's history, dug into it. Found 3 previous lawsuits against him from former...
I think I'll take this because it's more accurate and plus it hits harder than SMG, to be honest.
Association's new board. I went deeper than before. Found a financial trail, even messier than what Martha left behind. And then there was the security footage. Because what Kevin and his friends didn't know.
If that's Han Solo's specific weapon, but I don't think that's good at all.
Caught everyone. 2 men faces clear as day tearing apart my dock in the middle of the night. One of them, Kevin. I didn't call the police right away. No, I wanted to wait. I wanted Kevin to feel safe. I wanted them to think I was beaten down. I wanted them to believe I had one. So I waited. Then just as their guard was dropping, I made my move. I started by leaking the financial documents to the entire neighborhood. Every homeowner in Lakewood Estates got an anonymous envelope in their mailbox. Inside, proof that their new board was bleeding them dry.
Alright, let's get out of here.
People were furious. And just as the board was scrambling to contain the outrage, I made sure Kevin got one more delivery. A USB drive. Inside, the footage of him destroying my dock. And a note. You have 48 hours to resign and dissolve them. Or this goes to the police and the...
Is that a rare chest right there?
Kevin lasted less than 24 hours. That evening,
Sorry?
emergency meeting was called. He stepped down immediately. The other board...
I already searched about 3 of them.
...was officially dissolved. The very thing they had tried to use to control me. Gone. But...
I forgot up there until about...
I made good on my promise.
Who knows, maybe... Since we... Yeah.
Came knocking on his door. Kevin was already trying
I don't know.
Didn't matter.
Oh, well, I haven't got all the mythics in this season yet, because this season just got started.
Forced with steel. Added
Probably the press pistol.
just for fun. A massive wooden sign at the entrance to my land. Private property, not an homeowners association amendment.
Someone shotgun X again.
Association. Permanently, the land was mine. And now, everyone knew it. For good. Homeowners association let members park.
He's in this bush somewhere.
They stopped Thomas.
Are you supervisor? Yes, sir. Alright, so his
Ooh.
basement, I gotta accept my permission.
No, I got him with a headshot.
Now, see how what's Clover got to do with my tires and my motor? Exactly my point, so my car is safe as it is on the road. I'm not doing this with y'all have some constitutional or funding and principle on my rights of travel in this very moment. I have got a doctor's appointment to take my child to, and y'all are hindering me on doing it. With what? Did I break the law? Did I break?
I'll get the lightsaber because I killed him.
Show me the law, please. No, sir. Show me the law, please. No, sir. It's your supervisor here, please. I'm not doing this with them. They can't show me the law that I broke. Get your supervisor here, please. Because I know that there's somebody above you.
Alright, let's go.
Supervisor.
I don't have the double jump. Yeah, I don't.
Say a word until I do.
Oh, the Jedis can use it too.
As the results of a CT scan showed that the organs were still inside the body, something inconsistent with typical human mummification. It felt like things were getting even stranger when the team studied the fingerprints. The lines were straight, rather than the typical curved ones we see in that of a human. And then, in a shock twist, a scan of one of the other bodies revealed something truly extraordinary. The room was completely silenced as they stared and scanned in disbelief. It appeared there was something inside. A fetus. Uncertainty filled the air as the results of a CT scan showed that the organs were still inside the body. Something inconsistent with typical human mummification. It felt like things were getting even stranger when the team studied the fingerprints. The lines were straight, rather than the typical curved ones we see in that of a human. And then, in a shock twist, a scan of one of the other bodies revealed something truly extraordinary. The room was completely silenced as they stared and scanned in disbelief.
Oh, okay.
Something inside. A fetus. Uncertainty filled the air as the results of a CT scan showed that the organs.
I don't know. I don't know what the medallion does, to be honest.
Consistent with typical human mummification. It felt like things were getting even stranger when the team studied the fingerprints. The lines were straight, rather than the typical curved ones we see in that of a human. And then,
When you heal.
a scan of the other body.
Okay, now I.
Completely silenced. As
Cool.
the scan.
I finally got Sif.
Something inside. A fetus. Uncertainty filled the air as the results of a CT scan showed that the organs were still inside the body. Something inconsistent with typical human mummification. It felt like things were getting even stranger. The lines
Fit Sif abilities.
we see in that video.
Someone's on their way with the medallion.
In a short, a scan of the other bodies revealed something truly extraordinary. The room was completely silent as they stared and scanned in disbelief. It appeared there was something inside.
Yeah.
Uncertainty filled the air as the results of a CT scan showed that the organs were still inside the body. Something inconsistent with typical human mummification.
They're beaming us at the sky!
9 out of 10 people say that the best dressed up there in the woman.
HOA Karen reached my driveway as a shortcut, so I turned it into a catch base. I heard the crash before it even made it to my morning coffee. A loud, gut-wrenching scrape of metal against concrete, followed by an ear-piercing honk that made my dog yelp and hold on the table. I rushed to the front door, my heart pounding, already expecting the worst, and there she was, HOA Karen. Her SUV was wedged halfway onto my lawn, the front bumper kissing my flower bed like it was on a romantic getaway. She was standing outside, arms crossed, her face twisted in an expression of pure outrage, as if I had personally offended her entire bloodline. What the hell is this? She screeched, pointing at the low wooden fence I had put up just yesterday. You blocked the shortcut. I've been using this driveway for months. Do you know how much time I lose by going the long way around? I stared at her, completely dumbfounded. My driveway. My property. And she was yelling at me, like I had vandalized her car instead of the other way around. I took a deep breath, trying to keep my voice low, but it wasn't listening. Karen, this is my driveway, not a public road. You have no right to drive through here. She saw that, waving her perfectly manicured hand like I was some insignificant incident. That's ridiculous. The HOA allows it. Everyone knows this is the fastest way out of the neighborhood. Why are you being so difficult? I resisted the urge to laugh in sheer disbelief. The HOA doesn't own my property, Karen. I do. And I'm sick of you treating my driveway like a shortcut. Her expression darkened, and she leaned in closer, dropping her voice to a condescending whisper. Listen, sweetheart, I don't care what little rules you think apply here. I've been living in this neighborhood for 15 years. You're just a newbie trying to change things. It won't work. This driveway has always been a shortcut, and it always will be. I clenched my fists. This woman was unreal. I had been dealing with her nonsense for months, seeing her car speed through my road, watching her tear up my gravel path without a second thought, having her dismiss every attempt I made to solve it. I've tried everything. I put up comments, she moved her. I installed a small gate, she knocked it over. I even sent footage of her blatant trespassing to the HOA, only to be met with shrugged shoulders and muttered excuses. Karen's been here forever. We can't just change things.
There's somewhere around here, someone.
She went to here and sent me putting an end to a free ride. I'm calling the HOA. She snapped, holding out her phone. You don't deal with this. I laughed.
They're upstairs.
Call me. Let's see how that works out for me. But she narrowed her eyes, then stopped back to her car and struggled to reverse out of my lawn, leaving my entire box in the way. I watched as she sped off, my blood boiling there, my hands trembling with frustration. This wasn't just a battle for a driveway.
We lost! We lost! I should have used the lightning abilities.
We have received to community access pathways. The recent fence installation on your property has been deemed disruptive to neighborhood traffic patterns. We kindly ask that you remove it immediately to maintain community harmony. Since
We got a great surprise there. I should have used the sift abilities like, no, the power of the dark side.
But the moment I walked in, I saw her, sitting smugly in a corner, chatting with the board members like they were old friends. She shot me a victorious smirk, as if she already knew I was flying play on.
They said like, no, the true power of the dark side. I don't. Yeah, I should have like. This is a Star Wars theme. Do you have any Star Wars skins? Any? Right, Mando. Oh yeah, it's Samurai.
This is artlist.io. It's on Britain.
But yeah, I don't know where the X-Wings are, to be honest. I will just look them up later.
if you were to put your game in the frame by frame mode and look at the Jumbotron and Pokemon Stadium stages or what have you, you notice that they update in time with each frame.
May the force be with you. I'm gonna try to land somewhere. Alright, I'm not the only one landing here. Come on. There we go. Take out Darth Vader. I got Darth Vader. Now I need to heal up. Because I took big heavy fighter. He's on a run. You run so far. Alright. I need healed, man. You got a first aid kit or somewhere? Is this a TIE fighter? Oh, I don't know how to fly one. It's full shields now. Let's go. Oh, that breaks shields. And plus it's unable for us to use, that breaks our shield and unable for us to use any vehicles. On vehicles. If you throw it on a vehicle, we can't use it until the defect wears off. Nice. Yeah, 200 is the max. And that looks like a Imperial base right here. Seem it. I think I can see him from here. I do. Nothing, they're just testing each weapon. Over here. Much better.
The president to be here at 10 after.
What? You gotta... Well, if you want to pick it up, that's okay with you. No, you know, that is the clone trooper weapon.
I didn't see it nasty. So why don't you shine our shoes and call it even? Joseph, take that back now! Dr. White, you're here. And yet you just stand by while strangers insult my dad and my friend Owen. No, it's not like that, is it? You are fired, Miles White. I don't care who this old bitch is. As long as she's at Zoe Parker, I don't give a fuck. This crazy kid's gonna get this company destroyed. We're gonna call Jonathan. Jojo, you've created a huge mess in Father's company. Have you really been listening to these woman's words, you idiot?
Don't...
You and that old bitch off.
Yep. The black market is now no more.
Jojo, he deserves it. I'm pretty sure of that.
I think a medallion is not worth it.
That's wild. I mean, she was saying she wanted to kill us earlier, so... Don't worry, pal. She'll pay for that. Skin is very smooth for a woman your age. You care to be someone with blisters? No, actually, I don't think I've ever had a woman at your age. Come with me. I can do better than loaf. Shut your mouth. Your father will be here in 4 minutes. You're... Who the fuck do you think you are? Boy, why should I?
Hold up.
Just take
Man, there's a... Mandragora, there's a...
I thought you wanted to be the hero. Why don't you go and save her?
You have... Now you're gonna have Sith abilities.
Your father will be here in 3 minutes and he will never forgive such behavior. Quit chit-chatting and strip! Did you just push me? We're back up with Bang Nova. Don't worry, Jojo.
Oh my...
You have guts to attack me. Do you have the comments to crossing me?
I don't care. Don't touch my friends.
Yep, I got Darth Vader throw. I can throw it constantly, but I have to wait for it to come back to me. Now, both of us have...
I'm fine. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, because you need training. You need training for you to do that.
Wait. Yeah?
Yes.
Justice you're all seeking? It's not gonna come.
We're going to hell. We should find real parents there. It's funny how quickly people...
What do you need to do?
Stop it. What are you doing?
Oh, nice.
Mr. Jones, talk about shirt tees.
Hell yeah. Deal still stands. One lap dance from you. And
No. I got a Star Throw. Do not fight the boss. Do not fight the boss. We just come up here just...
you first.
Yeah, we just come up here for a reason.
Stop! You dick! Run the countdown. We have 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up, baby. Stripper 2. Wanna watch more? Download Tremobot. Oh, you can wager all or part of your money. On the wall. All right then. In the category of the United States, the answer is the names of all 50 states and their capitals. Okay.
I don't see anything.
Baton Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, south of Helena, Montana. Then there's Denver, Colorado, under Boise, Idaho. Texas and Austin, then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, and Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, Washington, D.C., Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee. Elvis used to hang out there a lot, you know.
Oh my god.
South Dakota has Pierre, Harrisburg in Pennsylvania, and Augusta's up in Maine, and here is Providence, Rhode Island, next to Dover, Delaware, Concord, New Hampshire, just a quick jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont, Arlington, Connecticut, so plenty in the fall, and Kansas has Topeka, Minnesota has St. Paul. Rose in Alaska, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska, and it's rolling out in North Carolina, and then...
Let's get rid of the boss, so we're gonna have a much easier time to. So much easier for us to get rid of these people.
Chesapeake Bay, they have wonderful cloud chowder. Cheyenne is in Wyoming, and perhaps you make your home in Salt Lake City, out in Utah, where the buffalo roam. Atlanta's down in Georgia, and there's Bismarck, North Dakota, and you can live in Frankfurt in your own Kentucky home.
And also don't pick up the medallion.
Landed City, Charleston, West Virginia, and Nevada, Carson City. That's all the cap.
Don't pick up the medallion.
The form of a question.
First, look like the little keeping down low and wonder, what does this mean? What is this, a gang sign? It's called the microwave. It means keep 2
Just
minutes.
get down.
It's love. It's I see you, brother. Don't be that guy in the car throwing it back like you're part of the club, gonna look goofy. That wave ain't for you. But if you're on 2 wheels,
Just get down.
right? Throw them 2 fingers down. That's the code on the road. 2 wheels, 1 love. Keep it low, keep it real. Won't like a game like this. Your boy So's the Ghost. Hit that subscribe button. You ever see a biker throw 2 fingers down low and wonder, what does this mean? What is this, some gang sign? It's called the microwave. It means keep 2 wheels on the ground. It's respect. It's love. It's I see you, brother. Don't be that guy in the car throwing it back like you're part of the club, gonna look goofy. That wave ain't for you. But if you're on 2 wheels, you're in the light, and you pass another rider, throw them 2 fingers down. That's the code on the road. 2 wheels, 1 love. Keep it low, keep it real. If you want like a game like this, your boy So's the Ghost. Hit that subscribe button. You ever see a biker throw 2 fingers down low and wonder, what did this mean?
Why did it use your sift abilities?
2 wheels on the ground.
May the force with you all. Thanks.
Like, you pass another rider, throw them 2 fingers down. That's the code on the road. 2 wheels, 1 love. Keep the flow, keep it real.
Okie dokie. And we've been on almost about an hour. Well, my live stream is, by the way.
But I never signed it. I found out my parents put me on my lazy sister's loan without telling me. But what I did next day, their faces go pale, heart one. The call came our
So you go to get something to eat?
just as worn out desk chair. The number was unfamiliar, flashing urgently across my phone screen. Something in my gut twisted even before I answered. Hello, is this Emily Carter? The voice on the other end asked. Yes, I replied cautiously. This is Charles from Liberty National Bank. We're calling regarding your overdue mortgage balance of $528,000. We've sent several notices, but the words were $523,000. I didn't own a house. I didn't even own a new car. You must have the wrong person, I said, my voice shaking despite my efforts to sound calm. Ma'am, the documents we have show your full name, date of birth, and social security number. And you were listed as the primary borrower on a loan taken out 3 years ago. 3 years ago. My heart dropped. That was around the time Jessica, my younger sister, had been talking about wanting a bigger house, one she couldn't afford. I sat frozen, the hum of my computer fan filling the silence. My mind raced, flipping through memories I didn't even know I was storing. Jessica flashing Pinterest boards at family dinners. My parents gushing about how Jessica deserved the best. How we all pitch in for family. But pitching in like this? After hanging up with the bank, promising to look into it when I could barely read, I pressed my palms to my eyes. My small one-bedroom apartment around me suddenly felt like it was beating in. There had to be a mistake. There had to be. I rifled through my drawers.
Alrighty.
Wasn't me. But deep down, the icy grip of betrayal had already begun to wrap around my ribs. Because if it wasn't a mistake, there was only one explanation. I thought about how my parents always called me the responsible one, the one who didn't need help, who would make a fuss. Meanwhile, Jessica flitted from one bad decision to another.
Alright, let's do one more game.
It's always been that way. I was the background character in my own family, useful, dependable, invisible. I pressed my forehead against the cold wood at my desk. Tears burned the back of my eyes, but I refused to let them fall. Not yet. This wasn't just about money. It was about trust. About being treated like my future, my life.
Alright.
Son, wait, about
Let's do one more game.
Hope you're having a good week. Family dinner Sunday. Family dinner time. Like everything. What if my name wasn't time to happen?
And then we're gonna fuck off.
Screen actions, and years ago, the whole trip.
The Jumbotron
What I
still
found,
has
the only decide exactly how
funny
loud,
enough, if we
or how
did
sound.
that,
It's my responsibility.
we can see that the
And something
Jumbotron
that's like
with this, the
this time, I
Jumbotron
wouldn't
now
say
has
this.
yet to be updated too.
Dash.
And I think the limit
Next
to
morning,
perception
after
of
a sleepless
CCC
night of
is
staring,
very clear. You can see one
second I'm sure
second there is
I see how the words touching off was eyes.
like
Alright, let's go.
the Jumbotrons are always a nice print.
Warning signs of identity.
But it also tells you that the game's frame mode
Before the bank again, requesting a copy of the mortgage documents.
if you were to hold your game on the frame by frame mode and
Actually,
you jump on its state of pages or what have you, you'll notice that they update in time.
There was a range of page filled. However, how I finished had a signature. Except it wasn't mine. It looked close enough that someone didn't know better might not notice. But I knew every curve of my real signature, every little treble in my hand.
Okie dokie.
To her. It felt like staring at the right here. I stood there, studying the slate of books, the heavy table to get out. My hands started to tremble. How ridiculous. My own parents. The floor seemed to shift up. It grabbed the edge of the table, round myself. I kept flipping.
Oh, there's a X-Wing. It's located right there.
It was like watching someone.
I'll get that later.
And the worst part was, they hadn't even thought I'd serve. I thought about every family holiday for Jessica was treated like one, but I was expected to smile and cry from the sidelines. Every time I picked up a check, it was doing better right now. Sweet.
Alright.
Doing better. Until now, the walls of my small kitchen seemed to close and tighten. Close my eyes.
Grab whatever I can.
Inside.
Grab whatever I can take.
Only growing, following. Sharp, like a scalpel slipping under the skin. I started gathering every scrap of paper. Evidence. I didn't know exactly what I would do to her, but I knew I needed to take it. As the hours memories flashed me.
Don't try it, buddies.
Jessica showing off her new arm before me out of home. Mom telling me, you were the strong one, Kenny. Jess needs a little extra. Dad patting my head like a dog when I graduated, without anyone even showing up.
And someone took the X-Wing.
Very clean. Beat the head Jessica fell. This time, they hadn't even bothered friends. They just seemed to be like either, I didn't pile of documents sat at the kitchen table, a silent promise to myself. The girl who once bent over backwards to be the good daughter was gone. Now, I wasn't sure exactly what I was becoming, but I did one thing. I wouldn't stay silent forever. Yeah. My parents' house, the house where I grew up, staring at the door like it was the entrance to the courtroom. A part of me wanted to turn around, to pretend none of this had happened, to save the invisible daughter getting cause trouble. But another part, the part that ended up in created, stealed my smile. The door swung open, and there was my mother, feeling like everything was perfect. And
What is
sweet.
we do need shields.
Yeah. It's already on there.
I meant HP.
Okay. You need anything?
I remember Imperial Falcon supposed to be a little bit smaller than I probably remembered it. Alright. Okay. I think that those pads are going to be X-Wing spawn locations.
Mom smiled for me.
Bruh.
Bad coffee was in. I kept my expression calm, almost blank. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I just waited. Mom was the first to break. Honey, listen, she started, reaching across the table like you were discussing the weapon. It's not a big deal. It's family. Jessica just did a little call. That's all. It's not like they're actually paying it. Not a big deal. Jessica chimed in. Her voice was messy. You were pretty credit. It's not fair, she would count. It's just paperwork. Just paperwork. I leaned back in my chair, letting the words settle around me like ash. They didn't even think it was wrong. They had convinced themselves it was wrong, but I was a bad guy. I nodded slowly, keeping my face carefully. Thanks for explaining, I said quietly. Jessica shrugged, already reaching for the phone and that was closed. Mom being what she had simply said with attention. Dad turned back to the game. None of them saw the storm brewing on my arms. And it was silent until it wasn't. The drive home was street lights streaked across the windshield, but I barely saw them. My hands gripped the steering wheel tighter than necessary. The thick hum of the tires and pavement only sound of the car. Inside, though, it was anything but quiet. Their words spun around in my head on the computer itself. It's just paper. It's not a big deal. I thought about every sacrifice I had made. Jessica and for what? So they could handcuff me to a $533,000 debt without a phone call. My driveway and sat there, staring at the darkened outline of my small house. For a long time, I didn't move. I let the betrayal settle deeper into my bones, burning a hole in it never formed. But I just remembered something else. But by stripping away her was not what family they had drawn a line. Now I would decide what side I stood on. I went inside, changed into my oldest sweatshirt, and opened my laptop again. This time, I didn't search for advice. I searched for answers, solutions, lawyers who specialized in mortgage fraud, articles about suing vendor names, steps to remove your name from a fraudulent loan. But for the first time in a long time, I stayed up late into the night, reading, taking notes. If they expected me to roll over, I wasn't going straight. I was going to throw kids with man apologies and never done. I was going to be smarter, quieter, heavier. I thought about every moment. Brushing off my colleagues. That's nice. Yeah, I'm a emotional and not everyone's helping. I guess it's still not everyone's perfect. I wasn't perfect. I had just been surviving, carrying weight off the side without a second. And now I'm carrying my own weight, and I would watch the film. As the car struck the wheel, I closed the laptop and sat back, exhausted watching it. But it wasn't a hopeless exhaustion I felt before. This time, it was a heavy call of someone who made a decision. I would free myself. I would protect my future. And when they realized what I had done, already too late. Some lessons possible. Some lessons possible. They were enough to know the difference. The next morning, I woke up a strange old train that once fully realized that she was all out of work. I honestly knew the person there. She didn't ask questions. She I first stopped at the local coffee shop not far. It's one of the tucked between the floors of the bookstore, the kind of place where secrets can be discussed without anyone hearing about this. I sat at the corner table, nursing a bitter black coffee, waiting for my appointment. At exactly 9 a.m., he arrived. The mortgage papers with my name plastered across them. The letters from the bank and payments. My credit report showing me my sworn team. Mr. Warner flipped through his head, eyebrows drawing together slightly. When he finished, he set the papers down and looked at his head. You understand what this is?
Alrighty.
I nodded. They committed fraud. Identity theft. Epic. It's criminal. Hearing those words out loud felt like a punch in the all at once. Fraud. Identity theft. Not just family drama. Not just misunderstanding. Crimes. I didn't crime. I didn't rage. I just leaned in and asked the only question I had. My wife makes all Mr. Warner laid out the trail. File the police report. Notify the bank and
Alright. We're the Sith now.
It would be easy. It would have
Now we are a Jedi now.
As I listened, taking notes carefully, I realized something important. I wasn't doing this for me. I was doing this for them. They had made their choices. I was just choosing differently now. When the meeting ended, Mr. Warner shook my hand firmly. You were doing the right thing, Emily, he said. Don't let guilt make it. I tucked his heart into my wallet and got my bag, stepping into the bright, unforgiving sunlight. Outside, life moved on. People laughed, cars honked, a mother scolded her child lovingly on the sidewalk. I realized, standing there, that my life had moved on too. Without that, it wouldn't be easy, but it would be mine. And for the first time, that was enough. The police station smelled faintly of old coffee and something to tell, like one out filing cabinets. I stood at the counter, feeling oddly detached as I explained to the officer that I needed to file a report for identity theft. When he asked for the details, I handed over a thick file list of documents, timelines, copies of my ID, and a photo of all papers. As the officer flipped through them, I caught a flicker of something across his face, recognition, disbelief, maybe even a small flash of anger on my path. You sure you want to move forward with this? He asked quietly, glancing up at me. If I don't, I said evenly, he'll keep taking
First Imperial Outpost.
Standing papers, and handed me a copy of the It's official now. From there, the dominoes began to fall faster than I could hear at home. I mailed a certified letter to the bank that same afternoon, attaching a police report and a formal dispute notice. I remember standing at the post office counter, the pen trembling slightly in my hand as I signed the last form, not from fear, but from finality. There would be no taking this back. Like, you could click on share more to see if there's a part 3. The next few days passed in intense, eerie silence. I didn't call my parents. I didn't want to. Instead, I waited for the days. My mother came to my house. She launched into it without even greeting. How dare you involve her in this? You know what you've done to this family? I listened quietly.
If you don't have any Jedi abilities, that's...
I trusted you to get Jessica, family stays together. I tilted my head slightly, studying. No, I said softly. Family asks. They don't see it. Her face rounded, her mouth open and closing like a fish out of water. We've ruined everything. She cried. I almost laughed, but I didn't. Instead, I kept my voice low, my words like knives wrapped in velvet. I didn't ruin anything. I just stopped cleaning up your messes. And then, without another word, I closed the door. It was the most powerful sound I've ever made, and the soft click as the latch called. I stood there on the other side, heart pounding, but not from regret, from release. Later that night, Jessica tried calling me. 12 missed calls, a string of desperate, angry voicemails. I deleted them without listening. The bank responded immediately. They suspended the loan pending investigation issue a formal colony for their golden review. The legal process was still back for months, but I had taken the first steps, the right steps. My family, their home, built on lies and time, was finally starting to work. All I had to do was stand still and see. poured the old drenches in, so Rowan is telling me to just forget it. This is my race from the family group chat for holiday plans, but they're carefully curated. At first, the local trail is the child still drinking, the days when the ties finally snap. But slowly, something else took root inside. Peace. Real peace. I found myself doing things I had neglected for years. I spent Saturdays wandering through the air months.
Alright.
Started hiking over the trails, breathing in the cool morning air, feeling the blood stain in the wind. I enrolled in a pottery class on a whim, my hands clumsy, but my spirit somehow might reach out to shape something beautiful the wrong way. There was something beautiful about rebuilding, not loudly, not for show, but quietly, just my fragile piece. The legal process continued in the background. I responded to emails from Mr. Warren, signed affidavits, collected updates about the loan slow unwinding. Each time I saw on a vision, having a partner, it reminded me, this name's mine. What is mine? Not a
Feel the power of the dark side of the Force.
I didn't want to see Jessica. I didn't want my parents dragged me from the shit. I just wanted distance. Freedom. A chance to live without carrying the invisible weight of debts I never agreed to bear. One evening, a few months after it all began, I sat on my small apartment foundation in the company, watching the city lights flicker and light. I thought about the girl I met, the one who kept saying his son feared, kept absorbing every blow like it was her duty. And I thought about the woman I was becoming, quiet, steady, unbreakable in a way no shocking things would ever achieve. A soft breeze lifted the edge of the old floor blanket wrapped around my shoulders. I smiled in the darkness and whispered the words I gave a lifetime of dream. I owed her nothing, not anger, not explanations, not even forgiveness at the time. Just silence. And in that silence, I finally found myself. Nash. The final confrontation wasn't loud. It wasn't a screaming match or a simple apology. It wasn't anything dramatic at all. It happened on a quiet Sunday afternoon, almost a year after everything had started. I had just come back from a pottery fair, arms full of gourmet runs of home. I saw them, my parents and Jessica, standing awkwardly outside my parents' building. Jessica's words were unfair. Her eyes started around her side. My mother clutched her purse so tightly her knuckles were white. And my father, the man who once felt that Ben was about more of couldn't refuse my gaze. They were losing everything. The bank's investigation had triggered a cascade of consequences. Jessica's loan had defaulted. The house she was so proud of was foreclosed. And with it, their carefully built illusion of control company. I paused on the sidewalk, the late afternoon sun casting long shadows around us. They must have seen the change in me, because for the first time in my life, they didn't want to learn to manage expectations. My mother began, voice trembling. We made a mistake, but we're still family. Jessica stepped forward, her voice thin and desperate. I need your help. Just for a little while. Please don't turn your back on us. There was no anger inside me anymore. No burden of emotion on the face. I'm sorry. I sat down my back slowly and stood up straight. I looked at each of them, really looked, and their faces full of fear, regret, and realization that no longer belonged to them. They hadn't come because they loved me. They had come because they needed something from me. Again. And this time, there would be nothing to take. I hope, I said, my voice steady and clear, that one day you understand what real gain means. But it's not something to conceal or fake or demand what it's to me. I picked up my bags again, feeling the weight of them, solid and real in my hands. And as for me, I added quietly, I'm finally free, and I'm not coming back. Their faces crumbled, my mother's mouth opening in protest, Jessica's eyes welling in tears. But I didn't wait to hear what they said next. I turned, walked past them, and never looked back. As I reached the stairs to my apartment, I paused for just a moment. The afternoon not to them, but to myself. Sometimes walking away is the loudest thing you'll ever say. And with that, I climbed the stairs, step by step, leaving behind everything that had once broken. And ahead of me, a life that was finally beautiful, mine. The bank called me collecting on a $523,000.
At the airport for our family trip, my child's ticket was canceled. The one the flight attendant spoke out. But I did. The way my mother kept playing with it on her, and never, she never knew. She just kept staring at the phone. I rushed it out. We were all tired. The drive to the airport was quiet. The occasional pop of the radio. My thoughts was unusually quiet for a 7-year-old. He was polite, the kind of kid who would thank me for a glass of water. His hand was small, sticky from her. He didn't understand what she did. I picked up higher and smiled at him. Thank you for the beach, buddy. I asked, softly.
What does do? Oh, if we deduce heat addiction.
The airport was busy for a Wednesday morning. Business travelers and students shuffled past us, while families in brightly colored vacations where argued where they left their passport. The smell of burnt coffee and
Good time is dead.
My parents walked ahead of us. My father's broad back was rigid, as though he was away already, even though we still had hours to go before we reached Hawaii. He clutched his steel thermos. Even though I'd already reminded him 3 times that he wouldn't be able to make it through security. Just let me finish it. He had snapped earlier. Already excited. My mother trailed beside him, fiddling to distract her first. Eyes downcast. She had barely spoken since we left the house. I chalked it up to the stress of traveling. I knew how they got short-tempered, impatient. It was their way. I had grown used to it over the years. The line for security was slow moving, but Mason didn't complain. He stood beside me quietly as I emptied my purse into the plastic tray.
Where's the last guy?
Almost there. Bud, I said softly. My parents were already hurt. My dad was dumping the remainder of the coffee into a trash bin. Scowling. My mother was hovering by a bench, waiting their bag, avoiding my own. Once we returned security, we made our way toward G. Our flight wasn't leaving for another hour. But we had time. I let Mason pick out a juice box and a small bag of presents from the overpriced airport station. As we sat near the gate,
He knows where I'm at. You know, he does know where I am.
quiet, but content. I leaned back in my chair and feeling the flow. It would be nice, I thought, to have a week away from everything. The divorce had been finalized 2 years ago, but I was still recovering. Co-parenting with my dad, Adam, was civil, but every handoff, every awkward exchange, still made my stomach melt. This trip was supposed to be a chance to escape from it. When the boarding announcement crackled over the speakers, I felt a little thrill of excitement. Nathan clapped his hands together, his tablet forgotten. Is it time? He asked, his eyes wide with this.
Oh, what? Oh, dear God, no.
Then she frowned slightly. I barely noticed at first. Too busy.
Great.
Her smile moving. I don't need 3 feet off this reservation, she said slowly. I blinked, confused.
Alright, how's that?
Her fingers flew across the keyboard again.
Alright, how's that?
The first faint flutter of panic rising in my chest. That can't be right, I said, forcing a polite smile. I reached into my purse, pulling out the printed confirmation.
2v1 situation.
Her brow furrowing. She typed again, then shook her head. I'm sorry, there are only 3 seats under this reservation. There must have been a change. I turned, my eyes immediately finding my parents, who were already lined up to board. My dad was chatting with a man in a golf shirt, his voice loud and casual. My mother stood stiffly beside him, her face pale, her eyes locked on the floor. I walked over, my voice shaking slightly. Hey, do you have your boarding passes? My mother handed hers over quickly, almost too quickly. My dad dug his out of his pocket, barely looking at
Where's the money?
I stared at the tickets in my hand.
I don't know. Where is this last guy?
My dad shrugged casually. Yeah, we upgraded. I stared at him, my throat tightening. What about Nathan's ticket? My mother suddenly seemed very interested in the carpet. My dad waved his hand dismissively. Oh, we had to make a last-minute change. It was nothing. I frowned, my confusion hardening into something colder. What kind of change? He glanced over his shoulder toward the line of boarding passengers, as though he was already bored of the conversation. We needed a seat for Claire's friend. I stared at him.
Below you?
Yeah, he shrugged. Rebecca. My sister, Claire, wasn't even supposed to be on this trip. She had declined when I first invited her, saying she was too busy with work. But apparently, at some point between then and now, she had not only changed her mind, but also decided to bring a +1. And somehow, her son was the one who got me to the reservation. I felt a low buzzing in my ears.
Where is this guy?
My voice cracked slightly on his name. For some random person, my dad's face parted. Don't be dramatic. The floor seemed to tilt slightly beneath me. I gripped Mason's hand tighter, suddenly aware of how small it felt in my palm. I opened my mouth to speak, but before I could say a word, a voice behind me cleared her throat. Excuse me. I turned to see the flight attendant holding his clipboard. Her sharp eyes narrowing slightly. She glanced at the man back, then back at my parents. You said this was your family's reservation, correct? My dad manifest. That's strange, she said to me. Because the name on the rebook ticket is Rebecca Callahan. That wouldn't happen to be your daughter's friend, would it? My father's face name. And suddenly, I knew. I knew it.
Oh, what?
Suitcase wheels and the distant
May the force be with you.
passengers were all swelling in volume. My chest felt tight and my grip on Mason's hand.
I don't know what just happened, bro.
Catch some bad, walk down, face them with the heater. The devil under your feet, on your way to see him. Right foot creep, walking with that heater. Look around, stay low, make sure they don't see you. Catch some bad, walk down, face them with the heater. The devil under your feet, on your
GG. Okay. Lol. Oh. We'll never know. Alright, sorry about that. Most of my fights is on. Alright. Sadly, I will end this stream right here.
Jaw clenched.
I will skip now. Dark Star Umbrella. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Alright. That will be it. I'm really going to enjoy this season a whole lot. But next time, let's try to fix the mistakes. Yeah, the hour 14. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Oh, hold on. Let's watch this trailer first before we end the stream. General Grievous.
I stood up and turned back to the flight attendant.
Dark Jar Jar. Alright, we will end the stream right here. It is very exciting to play this season, but hopefully I will do more in the future.